Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be doing a set that I'm really excited and have been wanting to do for a couple months now. We're going to be taking a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin, NECA, the Ghost Brothers 3-pack set. And I'm going to put this in the beginning of the video. If you want to find out who The Last Ronin is or want to read the book, I would suggest watching this video at a later date, because obviously this is going to give away the spoilers right away. Trust me, I understand. So just wanted to throw it out there for everybody. Having said that, let's take a look at the Ghost Brothers 3-pack set. And of course, we are looking at Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. And they look really awesome. I really like the way this set looks. And I don't normally do comparisons, but in this case, I really wanted to do it for the different looks for this set. You have up here the Last Ronins from the actual book, all armored up. And what I think is really cool as Ghost Brothers, wow, I had trouble saying that, they more represent the original Ninja Turtle look. Having said, I just don't know what else to say about that. I think they look fantastic. The translucent green looks really cool with them. Each of them comes with their own personalized weapons. Of course, Raph with the sais, Donnie with the bow, Leo with his swords. Each one comes with 4 interchangeable sets of hands. They are all identical hands. So I'm going to focus and change out one figure's hands only. They do come pre-installed with the closed fists. I already changed 2 of them out. So let's jump right into it. Let's take a quick look. We're going to take 2 of these guys out. And we're going to leave Donatello up for looking or review first. And first we're going to take a look at the hands. We got the open fist, I should say, for holding their equipment. And this translucent green is really cool. I do like the way it looks. You have the wide open hands. These are left and right. And of course you have the completely flat palm open hands. And it's my video. Gotta drop something. And we'll put him with his Last Ronin counterpart real quick. I think that looks really sharp. I knew he was going to fall. I knew he was going to fall. I knew he was going to fall. Woo! They're both trying to fall on me. Alrighty. So, stabilization, not the greatest. So let's put Donnie back up here. Wow. I'm just having a fumble mania over here. So if we take a look at him, he is completely translucent, except for the shell. And his weapon is stored on his back. A little leery about his storage on the back, though, because I don't like how loose it is. It's just one string. It is glued in at the top and bottom, but this does move, so it kind of makes me nervous that it's going to break. But let's take a look at his bow. Standard Donatello bow. Brown with the white wrapping in the middle. Nice texturing all the way through it. So then we got Donatello himself. And the translucent green looks amazing. Very well detailed. And like I said, the weight on these is pretty impressive. They got some really good weight on them. And I like the overall look. It looks really nice. Wrappings on the legs. Then you got the elbows. And the elbow pads do move separately. Articulation. Head does go all the way around. up and down. Bandana does move. Goggles are part of the mold. His arm will go all the way around. You have to open up the shoulder. It's a little tight. Bicep. Double elbow. Nothing in the abdomen or waist for any of them. And he really... They can go out, but you can't really go forward or back with them. So, and of course the double knee bend. Just got to be careful with the knee pad right there. And articulation on the ankle. So, and each one has the exact same articulation points. So we're not going to repeat them for every single one. We're going to look at just the different design. And then to be honest, completely, it's not really like too much of a different design. It's more or less just coloration. But having said that, so we do change out the hands. These are the hands that come pre-installed, which is the closed fists. And these change out really nice. So we're going to take one of the open hands, and it just plugs in just like normal. I'm not going to do all the hands, I'm just going to do two. And there it goes. So now we can actually hold the bow. So that looks pretty cool. Whoop. Make sure it doesn't fall over here. So we're going to take a look at Leonardo next. Let's switch him for Leo, because then I got to reach across the camera only once. So there's Ghost Leonardo and Last Ronin Leonardo. And the difference of appearances are amazing to me. That was going to happen. So we're going to put him back up here. And we're going to take a look at Leonardo. Of course, blue. And the body structure is pretty much the same. The difference is the strap and some paint applications. You got more tape on the arms. A little bit different molding, but not too much. Knee pads are different. He does not have wrapping on his feet. And they do have peg holes, but they're so small. They're in the back of the feet right here. And of course, different belt, different equipment. And again, still, you can do that with them. That's what I think is funny. But you really can't do a front kick or a back kick. So, and he does have his standard katana. In mine, this one here is very tight to put the katana in. Kind of made me nervous the first time. I thought it was going to break. And mine seems to have an issue with his ankle. There it goes. Fixed. So there's his katanas. They're really nice. And because of the tightness, you can actually see the scrape mark already on there. So, like I said, his hands have already been changed out. So we're just going to give him his weapon. What I like about this, though, is it looks really nice. Turn that around. And with the way the hips move on these, you can actually set them in a nice little pose. There we go. Looks really cool. I like that. Again, articulation points exactly the same as the other one. And then the final turtle was Raphael. And in my opinion, the most drastic change in the looks. I hold my finger on this one because he likes to fall over no matter what I do. And they both fell over. Alright. So we're just going to show you like that. Raft back up here. And now we're taking a look at this Raphael. And you can see the difference in the molding on the leg. They have the same arm almost, except he's got a little band in the middle. He does not. So there is slight molding differences. And actually the shell is translucent. I take that back. It's just really dark. I take that back. The shells are translucent. The light's finally hitting it right. Actually, let's find out. Yes. You can see right through it. Alright, so I take back my earlier statement. The shell is translucent, so you can see through it. Alrighty. Well, I was wrong. And I like this. I like how they got the bandaging up on him. And he looks ready to go for battle. But we all know he's not going to be fighting. And what kind of throws me off a little bit is I know they're supposed to be ghost colors. They should have made the bandana just a little darker because it kind of looks like it's an orange color. But that's just me. And mine has an issue with this, though. Little point I want to show everybody. Mine does not like to stay plugged in. It came out of the package like this. And I plugged it in at least 4 times. And it keeps popping. So as soon as I touch it, it pops right back out. It's a little peg that plugs into the back of his head. Yeah. And of course, he comes with his traditional size. One thing I realized I didn't show anybody on some of these is they got some nice detail work next to the shell. So, overall detail on these, amazing. And they're not all the same molds like I was showing you. It changes. It looks different. You can do different poses with them, like I said. Graph his size. The only issue I really have with any of them is just the bulkiness. And Raph is the only one of the 3 that does not have elbow pads. Whoa, he falls over. He does not have elbow pads on his elbows. So his elbows are more open to move. So that looks really cool. But the bulkiness of these guys is very impressive. I know I like to do the turntable spin when I do my videos. However, these boys don't like to spin, so we're not going to do that today. But this has been the review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See? I told you. Knew that was going to happen. Took my eyes off him for 3 seconds. Let me reset him back here. There we go. Oh yeah, he does not want to stand up now. Alright. Well, my goofing hijinks aside. There it goes. This has been the review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA. The Last Ronin. The 3 Ghost Brothers. Overall, I really like them. I think they're a nice addition to any set, especially if you already have the earlier Ronins. And the box alone is phenomenal. I think it's really cool with the 3D imaging box. And, yeah, I can't think of the word I'm looking for here, so I'm just going to skip over it. Really nice. It is a display box, so you can pop this down. I do it now, but these guys are going to go flying. But really interesting, and it is a lot of fun to have this set. Highly recommend it for any collectors. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel members and subscribers. I tried not to make this video too long and too dragged out for you. Hopefully I accomplished that. I have more videos I'm going to be taking care of, and the boys are going to go talk to his brother and help him on his quest for redemption. You all have a good day.